So if I have 4 minus 3i, remember that's a number. That's a complex number. Plus negative 4 plus 3i. All right. So when I add complex numbers, I have two complex numbers. All right. Remember that a is the real component, and then we're going to say plus bi, which is like the imaginary component. So I've got a 4 and a minus 4.
0.
Hold on, don't get ahead of me. Then I have a negative 3i and a positive 3i. So I'm going to say 4 minus 4, that's the real component. I have a plus sign here, so I'm going to say plus, right, plus. Now I'm going to deal with this imaginary. I've got negative 3i plus 3i, and that's the imaginary. The whole thing, and Mr. Adams even has a bad habit of this, I'll say that's the imaginary number. No, it's a complex number. Complex because it has a real component and an imaginary number. So the complex is the a plus bi, but the thing that has the I is the imaginary part. So now when I add these together, I've got 4 minus 4 and 3i minus, or plus 3i. Negative 3i plus 3i. So 4 minus 4 is just 0 plus 0i. And so whenever you add two complex numbers together and you get 0, guess what we call those complex numbers? It's a fancy term.
Zeros.
Well, we would call it an additive inverse. Okay, so let's do one more. There's two examples for this, so I want to crank through and do all these. So I have 5 minus 3i, okay, minus 2, whoops, minus 2 plus 4i. Okay? So again, to add these up, I'm going to do the real components plus the other stuff. But before I do that, I'm going to treat this like negative 1, and I'm going to push this through the parentheses. So I've got 5 3i plus, what's negative 1 times
2.
negative 2? It's positive 2. And then what's negative 1 times 4i? Minus 4i. Again, here's the reals. Okay? And here are the imaginary numbers. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to say 5 plus 2. Remember, that's the real component. Then I'm going to add negative 3i minus 4i, and that's the imaginary component. If I add those up, I'm going to get 7 plus negative 7i. And that's the sum, or difference, I guess you could say, of those two complex numbers. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right, let's move on to example number 4.